Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45. To me like an athlete, she took with the G's, and she no way. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer. You pay fees for my big show. In Ibiza for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist.
Along the shores of Lake Erie, the Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Stage is set, ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
On the line, right?
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12.
They'll run it for the first time with Case Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Gun.
A first down throw for Burrow. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by the rookie out of Ole Miss. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Gray going to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Brown. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7.
Here we go.
Gray brought in motion. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. Call it a gain of 13, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
11 mighty. Stop.
Running from the pistol, it's Brown. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. They'll come up here 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here we go, here we go. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll go with Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now a 3rd and 2.
70 Lions.
He'll try and run for the 1st down. It's 4.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this 1st quarter will come to an end. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, He picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
He's going to pick up the Browns' first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. Here's a handoff to Chubb, heading left. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. That touchdown, #1 for him on the year. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion. They go play action for Burrow. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks. And I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll work this out to the 23. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in on the stop. Third and long.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he steps into this one, gets off a big kick, angled for the sideline. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A run up the middle with Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9. We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. Yeah. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
That's taken in by Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. Nick Chubb, touchdown Browns.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Go! Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
On 2, ready?
First and 10.
Let's get set.
Gesicki, the man in motion.
Back.
On first down, Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now Brown. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And the Bengals first down.
Gun. Back.
Burrow now to throw on first down. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
One, ready?
3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Get set.
Burrow working in the pistol. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now, Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cleveland. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Browns move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line.
On 1, ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Got it.
Burrow to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Justice Hill to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go. Smash, smash. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. This is brought in downfield by Judy. And he will score. Jerry Judy. Touchdown Browns. The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Browns stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a... They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They bring Chase in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They bring Chase in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They bring Chase in motion. Now, faking the give. He's going to tuck. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Let's go now.
3rd and 6.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to wind up with a 1st down. He's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end of that one.
Back to 60, back to 60.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6
He's
points.
tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. On the handoff, this is Chubb. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Browns keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now he takes off. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. A carry here for Brown. And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Chubb. Credit him for trying to escape. The defense, though, was on that. Finally, they bring him down behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. Throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Point after coming up here. He's got it. And the Browns continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Brown. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
They'll run here with Brown. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's trying to get to the marker. It's going to depend on the spot. But the first indication that he does not get there. In fact, he did not. It is a stop and a turnover on down. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
70 Lion. Go, go.
Once again, it's Chubb. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Bring it.
They'll go with Chubb. 1st down and more for Chubb. Nick Chubb. A big run by Chubb. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame.
Ready up. Hut, hut.
So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the...
Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found and yo,